Guided Reading Framework and the Literacy Collaborative, but it's through this LLI program, which is called Leveled Literacy Instruction, that Mr. Young and myself went to training, Jen went to training, and then we've been able to offer training to the upper grades for 3 and 4 as well. So we went to Columbus for that, 4 different sessions. So that's what this is. This is leveled literacy instruction. So you always start out with a review, and the books that they have on the table are books that they have already read. So the first thing that they do is they just open the books and they simply, here, I don't have another phone for you, I'm sorry. So they have their little whisper phone and they whisper. So while they're doing their reading through these books, then I am listening to each one. Can you read that portion a little louder? And that's usually when I'm doing my anecdotal notes and that type of thing.
We like to paint on a rainy day. We like to bake on a rainy day.
Good job.
Look at this truck. It has trash in it. Look at this truck. It has hay on it.
So then I just go around and I'm writing little anecdotal notes with it. And I recognize that they're having trouble with beginning sounds, if they're not attending to text, if they're not using the picture clues to help them. So then, after that portion, we usually do a little word work session, which someone else is going to talk about later, so I'm not going to talk to you about that. So I'm going to talk to you about introducing the new text. So this is kind of how this lesson would go. All right, boys and girls, we are going to do our new story today. I want you to look at the cover of my story. Does anybody recognize this character? We've had other books with him. Anybody recognize who this is?
Orson.
This is Orson. Do you remember who Orson's best friend is? He's
Taco.
not in our book.
Taco.
Yes, it's Taco. Taco is not in our book today. So I want us just to look at the title. Let's read the title together. The
Good Dog.
So this is only about Orson. So who's going to be the good dog?
Orson.
Orson is. Now I want to talk to you about the inside cover of our book. Look at our title page. What did the author do to let us know who Taco is and who Orson is? Do you see anything special that the author did?
Drew picture.
Yes. Do you see the pictures? Yes. So we call those labels. So the author and illustrator made a picture of who Orson is and labeled it, and also a picture of who Taco is and labeled it. So when we get inside of the book, how are we going to recognize who is who?
We can go back to that cover.
We could. So today's book is only though going to be about who?
Orson.
So looking at the cover, what genre do you think this book might be? What genre? Do you think it might be fiction? Do you think it might be nonfiction? What genre do you think this might be?
Fake.
Yeah, so what do we call fake? Fake.
Fiction.
Fiction. Good job. What do they both start with? F. So that's what we're going to remember. Fake fiction. All right. So the title says The Good Dog. But look at the picture.
He made a mess.
He's not very good.
He's a mess.
He is a mess. What has he done? What do you notice that he's done so far? Mm-hmm.
What
He's
do you
got a boy on
flower?
his head.
Yeah. What do you think he was going after to make such a mess?
His ball.
Maybe his fault. We're going to read and find out about that. All right. Now, there is a new character in our book that we have not been introduced before. We've been introduced to Orson. We've been introduced to Taco. We're going to meet his owner today. We're going to meet Orson's owner. All right. So let's take a look. Usually it's just 3 kids and they're super close. So that's why we have to go around. Okay. So what do we notice? Who do you think the owner might be?
That boy right there.
Okay, so usually proper nouns have what at the beginning?
Capital
A
letter.
capital. Do you see a name other than Orson's that might be the boy's name? Good job. What do you think that might be? What is that word? What do you think?
Jack.
Jack. That is Jack. He's the owner of
He looks
Orson.
mad.
He does look mad. Do you see anything over here that the author is adding? The illustrator? No.
It's like his talking words.
Yeah, what do we call that thing?
Speech bubble.
A speech bubble. Who's saying the words? Jack. We know. Look, it's pointing right to him. So if I was talking, I'd have a huge speech bubble with all the things that I was saying, right? Yeah. What is Jack saying?
Oh no.
Oh, no. What tells us how the author wants us to say that word?
Excited mark.
Yeah, what is that called? the exclamation point. The exclamation point. That tells us exactly how the author wants us to say it. Tell me if this is how he wants us to say it. Oh no?
That's a question.
Oh no.
Statement.
Oh no! Yeah, exclamate. Your voice needs to be super excited. Not screaming. Oh no! We're not screaming, we're just more excitement, more emphasis. That's what the exclamation point wants us to do. All right. So, on this first page, Jack wants Orson to do what command? He's trying to teach him all kinds of commands. What do you think he wants him to do here?
You see it says sit.
Yes, he is. Jack asked him to sit. Did he sit?
Yep.
Then why is Jack mad?
He made a mess.
Yeah, Orson followed his directions, but he made a mess. Let's see if he makes a mess the next couple of pages here. What do we notice here? What's Orson doing here?
He's rolling.
Yes, he's rolling over. Can you find me the word over on that page? Over. What are we gonna notice over is gonna start with?
Oh.
Over. Over. Good job. Can you find over on this page?
I see a different one.
Yes, it's on there multiple times, isn't it?
I see another.
So did Orson roll over?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then why is Jack, what's Jack saying?
Oh, no.
Why is he saying oh no if he did the command that Jack wanted him to do?
He messed up Mom's flowers.
Yeah, he smashed into bits, didn't he? All right. Let's look here. What's Jack doing, asking him to do here, do you think?
Sit.
Yeah, he's gonna sit.
Oh, he's going like this.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Beg.
he's going to beg. Can you find me the word beg? Beg. Beg. Good job, beg. Look at Jack's face. What's he doing with his hand? Can you show me what he's doing with his hand? Oh no. Orson is always doing things wrong, isn't he? Is he following the commands that Jack's asking him to though?
Yeah.
He is, but he's just making lots of mistakes, isn't he? So we're gonna read through this story today, and we're going to find out why the author decided to call it The Good Dog if Orson's having all this trouble, okay? So basically then we would read the book with support, and I would support each of them as we went along, and then at the end, we discuss and revisit the text with thinking within the text questions, which are more literal questions, thinking beyond the text questions, and also thinking about the text. So that one kind of relates the book to them and their text to world thinking and all